As you guys who follow me already know who I am, but those who don't, I would like to introduce myself. I am a flight attendant for a U.S. carrier. I go by the name of Vegas the Professional here on the channel. Those who know me know my real name, but in other words, I just want to get this out to you guys. Today, we're calling in a day of action to try to get Senate to go ahead and pass the bill with the same language that the House of Representatives has for 10 hours of rest for flight attendants across the board. Not just one or two different airlines, but all airlines in the United States. We are asking for them to be able to give 10 hours of minimum rest on layovers or even in base. Now, what you say, why do we need this 10 hours? Many times our rest can be reduced. When we're in base at home, our rest can be reduced down to 9 hours. Now, when we're out of base on a layover somewhere in a different city where we don't live, our rest can be reduced down to 8. Now, let me give you a scenario where sometimes where it is reduced down to 8 hours. It's really not 8 hours of rest, because we do not get rest. That 8 hours doesn't start when we are at the hotel that we're staying at. That 8 hours starts 30 minutes usually, or right after we land and open the doors to the aircraft at the airport. Now, mind you, we still have to deplane the aircraft, grab our stuff, make our way to where we're going to catch the shuttle to the hotel, wait for the hotel shuttle, get to the hotel, check in, get in our rooms, and try to unwind from the long day that we've had. That could mean many of the things. It could mean, basically definitely changing clothes and getting into your sleepwear. Some take showers at night. Some take showers in the morning. But some need, a lot of times we get in, we need something to eat. So we try to get something to eat. So mind all that from the time the door opens at the aircraft in the airport to the time we get into the hotel and actually relax enough to be able to unwind, to go to sleep, we've already probably wasted about 2 hours. At most, at least. Depending how long that shuttle gets there. We get our rest. Now mind you, we still have to get up early, so we can make it to the shuttle to make it back to the airport and report to the airplane at least 50 minutes to an hour before the plane is supposed to take off. So mind you that we have 6 hours left after that 8 hours and minus 2 hours of all that. We might want to get something to eat in the morning. We might want to shower. For those who didn't shower at night, we'll shower. Sometimes our rest is even reduced to just 4 hours of actual sleep. That's on the worst case scenario. Now, I don't know about you, but it's hard for us to, function on 4 hours of sleep, especially going up in the air, taking off and everything like that. Breathing in oxygen that's at 10,000 feet inside the cabin. We might have a long day. We might have another 12-hour day before, we get to the next hotel or we get home. So that is why we're asking Senate to go ahead and pass the bill that's in their House with the same language that the House of Representatives have passed. Why am I making this video? I'm asking you, the viewers, those who know me and those who don't know me, to help us out, encourage our congressmen to go ahead and pass that bill for flight attendants to get 10 hours of rest without being reduced past 10 hours. Pilots already have this. Congress has already passed that bill for the pilots to get 10 hours rest. Us as flight attendants, we need that same amount. We're not asking for more. We're asking for the same amount of rest. Now, my fellow flight attendants that I've worked with, you've probably seen me hand out some of these and have you guys fill them out. And I have sent over 250 of these cards to Congress to get them to sign the bill that's in their hands right now. Basically, this is a card that has the name and mailing address, so that the senator will know that this person is their constituent in their district, asking them for 10 hours of rest for flight attendants. For those who aren't flight attendants and who have not received this card from me or somebody else that works in the airline industry who have passed this out to you, because I know I'm not the only one, and my airline is not the only one that's doing this, we're asking you guys to call your senators and do that. Call them today. Today, May 15th, is the day of action that we are asking people, flight attendants, pilots, everyone who has somebody who's in the airline industry, or those who actually believe that flight attendants, being your first responders in the air, who are there for your safety, first and foremost, should receive at least 10 hours of rest when they're on layovers or at home. This right here is what we are asking people to do. Okay, I will leave this with the phone number that you can call and talk to your senator, or leave a message for your senator. This is an 800 number. This number is toll free. It goes to Congress, it hits up your senator, you put in your zip code, it makes sure it goes to the right senator for your district, and most of the times, 9 out of 10 times, you're just going to get a voicemail, and you can read the script directly that I'm going to give off. I'm going to leave it in the description so you can read it, and I'm actually going to post it on the screen at the end of the video so you can pause it and read it from there. So you don't have to actually come up with a script for yourself. You can read it verbatim from here and everything like that. Now that 1 out of 10 times, you might get somebody. You might get a senator. You might get one of the people who works in their office. Just let them know that you want them to pass the bill for 10 hours of rest for flight attendants. Simple and plain. In the meantime, I thank everybody who's already called. Please call again today. Call again next week. Call the week after, until this bill has been passed and put into law for flight attendants to be able to receive 10 hours of rest. Those who know me, thank you. Those who don't know me, thank you for watching. I hope you will participate in this and trying to get this bill passed Congress all together. In the meantime, I appreciate everybody out there. Stand strong, my fellow flight attendants. We're going to get this done, because we do need this 10 hours of rest. I appreciate everybody who's watching. That's all I ask for. Thank you once again.